Hello, my name is Steve Urosti, and this is Edenville Pavilion. Edenville Pavilion is a butterfly-inspired performance pavilion. The project combines architecture, environmental responsibility, adaptive technology, and community storytelling into a single destination experience. The first view introduces the overall butterfly form of the pavilion. The canopy creates a recognizable landmark while providing shelter for audience seating and the central performance area. The design was inspired by transformation, renewal, and the idea of creating a gathering place that feels both functional and meaningful. From this angle, the structure begins to reveal how the canopy spans across the site. The large overhangs provide shade and weather protection while maintaining an open air experience. The elevated design also allows the pavilion to work with the wetland environment rather than disrupting it. This overhead perspective shows the relationship between the canopy, audience seating, circulation paths, and the Tree of Life stage. The stage is positioned beneath the center of the butterfly canopy and becomes the focal point for performances, community events, and interactive experiences. At night, the pavilion becomes a completely different experience. Integrated lighting highlights the butterfly form while creating a welcoming and safe environment. The goal is for the pavilion to serve as both a performance venue and a memorable community landmark. Before arriving at the final butterfly form, the design went through several stages of exploration and refinement. The project began as a simple shell structure, evolved into a turtle shell concept, then a dual shell concept, and eventually a fly eye configuration. Each iteration improved audience coverage, structural performance, environmental response, and functionality. The butterfly form ultimately provides the strongest combination of shade, shelter, symbolism, and visual identity while supporting the project's goals. The pavilion is intentionally located within the designated wetland and retention area identified in the competition brief. Rather than avoiding the wetland, the design works with it. The structure is elevated above the wetland using deep foundation systems that minimize disturbance to soil, habitat, and hydrology. Water can continue moving beneath the pavilion while the ecological function of the retention area remains intact. This strategy allows the project to satisfy both the competition requirements and environmental stewardship goals. The pavilion functions as both a band shell and a full-site pavilion. The Tree of Life stage beneath the butterfly canopy serves as the primary performance zone. All three audience seating areas are covered and sheltered beneath the canopy. Open lawn areas remain available for overflow seating, recreation, and flexible community use. Covered circulation routes can connect seating, amenities, and the performance area. The result is a complete gathering environment rather than a simple stage structure. Climate responsiveness. The pavilion is designed to adapt to changing environmental conditions throughout the year. Sensors monitor weather conditions, including temperature, wind, humidity, precipitation, and solar exposure. In response, the pavilion can automatically adjust fans, heaters, lighting, screens, and comfort systems. Rainwater collected through the canopy gutter system is reused for landscape irrigation and cooling misters. These systems work together to create a comfortable environment across all seasons. One of the jury's questions focused on how these systems would realistically function over time. To address this, all major systems are modular and individually serviceable. Speakers, lighting controls, pumps, fans, and environmental equipment can be replaced without affecting the entire pavilion. Dedicated maintenance access routes allow repairs to occur without interrupting public use. Durable materials, corrosion resistant finishes, and moisture protected equipment ensures long performance within a wetland environment. And what also makes my structure unique is that it will have a modular repair system, self-maintaining water network, and it will have reduced life cycle maintenance and a smart self-cleaning system. The canopy enclosure system combines a structural steel frame with translucent panel assemblies. The primary canopy remains fixed and provides year-round protection and shade. Retractable weather screens deploy vertically from concealed housing integrated with the canopy structure. When the weather conditions improve, the screens retract completely into the canopy housing, preserving the pavilion's open air character. This allows the pavilion to balance flexibility, protection, and transparency. Glare analysis and control. Solar exposure and glare were important design considerations. Without intervention, low-angle sunlight can create visual discomfort for both performers and audiences. The butterfly canopy geometry blocks direct solar exposure during critical periods. PDLC smart glass can automatically tint during periods of intense sunlight. Low reflective materials further reduce glare and unwanted reflection. Together, these strategies improve comfort, visibility, and performance qualities. This slide explains how solar studies influence the design. The pavilion is oriented to reduce direct sunlight reaching the audience and stage. Deep canopy overhangs provide shade while still allowing indirect sunlight to enter the space. The central opening promotes natural ventilation through stack effect airflows. These strategies improve comfort while reducing reliance on mechanical system. The proposed budget for Edenville Pavilion is $500,000. The estimate is based on commercially available materials, phased construction, and value engineering strategies. The project reuses existing seating and circulation infrastructure already present on the site. Because the pavilion remains open air, costly HVAC systems are not required. Construction is divided into 4 manageable phases, allowing implementation to occur gradually while maintaining budget control. These decisions help make the project financially achievable while preserving design quality. The pavilion also addresses outdoor comfort through a layered insect management strategy. Botanical misting, amber lighting, and seasonal scent programs work together to reduce nuisance insects while remaining safe for people, pollinators, and wetland ecosystem. This contributes to a more comfortable and enjoyable visitor experience. The Tree of Life mapping allows the stage to transform for holidays, performance, seasonal events, and community celebrations. The Tree of Life stage serves as a dynamic storytelling platform. The examples shown here demonstrate how the same stage can create completely different experiences throughout the year. This flexibility increases community engagement while maximizing the value of the venue. And then in this final rendering, it illustrates the pavilion during an active event. The audience remains sheltered beneath the canopy while maintaining clear views of the performance. Lighting, projection mapping, environmental system, and the Tree of Life stage work together to create an immersive experience. The pavilion becomes more than a structure, it becomes a place for gathering, storytelling, and community connection. In conclusion, Edenville Pavilion is a butterfly-inspired performance designed specifically for the Music on a Mission site. The proposal responds directly to wetland requirements, provides sheltered audience seatings, integrated realistic environmental systems, addresses long-term maintenance and durability, minimizes solar glare, and remains feasible within the budget. Most importantly, it creates a flexible community destination capable of supporting performances, celebration, education, and the storytelling for generations to come. Thank you for your time and consideration.